Hello there, in this video I'm going to be knitting a tank top with sequin yarn, and the pattern I'll be using is Top 3000 by Kiss Kiss Rhinestones and Stricken 3000. I've been really looking forward to making this pattern. I've had it on my wish list for a while now, and I'll show you the yarn that I've got to make it with. So I've chosen to go with a blue colour scheme. First things first, I have the sequin yarn, which is this really pretty light blue colour with all multicoloured sequins, and it's this brand from Spotlight. I think it's so pretty and I'm in love with the colour. And then this silk mohair blend, this is a bit of a darker colour, but overall they come together to make a very nice blue shade. This pattern is going to be knit on 5mm needles, which should mean it's a pretty quick knit. And I've already made a little swatch to see if the colours go nicely together. This is my swatch. I love how reflective the sequins are, and I'm a big fan of the colour. When knitting this, the sequins naturally fell to the back, and so I had to push a lot of them through to the front, but this is a pretty quick fix and I think that it won't affect the top too much. I've also got two beautiful pink yarns. If I really like how the top comes out, I'm planning on knitting it in this colour as well. But for now, I'm just going to cast on the top and see how much knitting I can get done. Okay, it's the next day and I've got quite a lot of progress on the top. The camera isn't focusing unless it's really close, so this is what I've got. I've just started decreasing for the waist shaping and I can't stop staring at it. It's so pretty the way the light reflects off the sequins. I'm planning on going to the library and I'm going to work on this in my breaks, probably as a reward for if I do my work. So I'll see you then. Hello, it's the next day again, and this is how much of the top I've got done. I feel like I'm working through this really quickly. I think it was a good idea to use this as a reward for studying because it meant that I actually did my work. But yeah, I've done up until just about the bust shaping. I've got a few more rows left before I begin that, but I've done the waist shaping and I think that it's looking really good. It fits pretty well. I think that my gauge was actually pretty spot on, which is kind of surprising because normally my gauge is off. But yeah, I'm so excited to keep working on this. I think I'll go to the library again tomorrow because I have more work to do. I'm gonna work on this tonight and then keep working on it tomorrow, and let's see how much progress I can make. Okay, so I'm actually ready to bind off the top. I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but I decided to not do the rose with just the mohair, and I'm really happy with how it's looking. I prefer my tank tops to not go up as high as the tank top in the pattern, so I'm just choosing to leave out some of the last rows. But yeah, it's fitting well. I like the length. I'm a little bit worried about running out of this mohair silk. I just have the I-cord left after I bind off, which probably will be a little bit of a learning curve because I've never done an I-cord before. But I'm certainly making some tweaks just to have the whole pattern with sequins. And yeah, I'm stopping, I think, about 12 rows before the end here. And I'm also going to have to learn a new bind off for this. It's a stretchy bind off. But I'm so excited that we're so close to the finish line, and I like this top so much that I'm definitely going to be making the pink one after. So I'll get back to you once this is bound off, and maybe also once I've learnt how to do an I-cord. Hi there, it's been about a week, and honestly I've just been procrastinating finishing off this project because my yarn was all tangled, and then also I don't know how to do an I-cord. But I've decided that I'm gonna lock in and get this done. This is the top. It's a little bit difficult to see, but I bound off this with the stretchy bind off, and I mean it's pretty stretchy. So the last thing to do is just the I-cord straps, which will connect to the back here. And for that, I'll be using just the silk mohair. As you can see, there's not a lot left, so I hope that I will have enough because I also have to hold this double. I'm gonna do my best, and I'm also gonna have to learn how to do the I-cord, so we'll see how that goes. But when I see you next, the top should be done. I'm so excited. I don't know how to hold this double. Like, how do I do that? There's two ends, but this one, oh, I don't know. Using slightly smaller needles for this. It says to cast on 4 stitches. This part looks odd, so I'm gonna redo it now that I've kind of got the hang of it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you really quickly how it's going with the straps. I've just stitched markered these on to the top to see if it fits okay, but this was the first strap I made, and I was like, it looks kind of weird just because I didn't do the border with this color. So it was just a little bit of a like stark difference. And then I was like, why not do a strap holding the 2 different yarns together like I did for the rest of the top. You can see that this one just works so much better. So I'm gonna make another one of these to add to the other side, and then I'll also have to sew them on. I'm running really low on the mohair, but I think I'm just gonna have to frog this one anyway. It's a little bit difficult to frog mohair, but I'm gonna try my best. There is still so much left of this one, so I'm not worried about that. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead, make another one of these. Oh my gosh, it's so sparkly. So pretty. Oh, I love the top. Okay. It's looking nice. Let's make another one of these, seam them on, and then the top will be finished. Okay, the top is finished. First, I'm going to go over some changes that I made and things that I altered to make the top fit me better. And then I'm going to show you the top on. I love it so much. So the first change I made was just for aesthetics. I didn't do the rows of pure mohair here. And then the same thing around here, and then the straps. I just chose to keep it all sparkly. And I didn't do as many rows here. I stopped before I was meant to. And what I think made the most difference is I added a little scrunch at the front.
It was my friend's idea, thank you Katie, because I didn't like the way the square neckline looked on me, and this just looks so much better. I still haven't weaved in my ends, as you can see, but it's so pretty. So sparkly. Okay, so I'm gonna put in a clip of what it looks like on. It's so stunning, and I'm gonna need to find an occasion to wear this to. It's so pretty. The pattern was super straightforward, and the yarn I chose made this beautiful color combination. It looks like it definitely could be scratchy, especially because there is also sequins on the inside, but because of the mohair, it's really soft to the touch. I was also a little worried it might be see-through, but it's really not, as you can see. One other thing I want to mention is that I'm not going to block this. I just think that it already fits so well, and because the stitches are quite loose, I think that blocking it would stretch it out quite a bit, so I think I'm just going to keep it as is. So overall, I love this top so much, and I'm definitely going to be making it in pink as well. I'll probably make that around the summertime though, but stick around if you want to see that. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!